Today we're going to talk about the 5 things I wish I knew before I started my business in Miami. My name is Michael Barayev. I was able to build a team of 150 plus sales guys in less than 2.5 years. We did that with zero money invested. And now we have a lot of companies that are going like crazy from coast to coast like butter on toast. Well, let me tell you about Miami, man. Listen, Miami is an amazing city. I remember when I first started building my companies, it was in New York, New Jersey, and I decided to come to Miami in 2019 before the pandemic or plandemic, whatever you want to call it. And it was interesting. When we came down here, it was different than what it is today in 2024, 2025. And I'm excited to say that I wish I knew these 5 things, honest to God. If I knew these 5 things, I would have probably thought about it a couple of times more, but I'm happy I came here. Great place, great vibes, great friendships, great connections, great relationships. But these are 5 things that I wish I knew. Number 1, the distractions here are insane. It's crazy. You got parties every single night. Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. This is not a distraction for me, so to say, but it's been a distraction for some of the people that I hired, right? So it may not be a distraction for you because you're a good boy like me. You stay home, you chill, whatever. But a lot of people that you're hiring are getting distracted and sucked into that kind of world, right? Especially in downtown or Brickell, Miami. So the distractions are insane. And if you're trying to build a business, I would probably not want to build down in Brickell, Miami. I mean, maybe somewhere far away. But if you're here, just understand the distractions are crazy. Number 2. Hiring has not been the easiest, okay? It's not been the easiest, and sometimes you hire people that are not so ethical. There's been a lot of schmoozers down here, fugazis that you bump into. And I don't know what it is. I think it's the culture where everyone wants to live it up and kind of show off and this and that. And maybe that's why you get some of those people. Now, obviously, you can kind of filter them when you're hiring and recruiting, but it's been sometimes a challenge to find really quality, ethical people because they get bamboozled by the environment they're in. So that's been a little interesting for me. Number 3, it's becoming like a mini New York, I would say. I'm from New York originally, and New York is a melting pot of different cultures, different nationalities, and Miami feels like the same thing. There's a lot of cultures coming in here. The only cultures you probably won't see here is probably Asian and Arabic, but for the most part, every other culture is like flocking into these areas, flocking into Brickell, flocking into Miami, flocking into Fort Lauderdale, and that's a good thing for business. So, if you're trying to build a diverse team, this is a great place, in my opinion. Number 4, people's work ethic isn't really on par with the standards that I have, especially with the people that I worked with in New York. Like, I feel like New Yorkers sometimes just want to go hustle, whereas in Miami, everyone's trying to party. It's a little bit of a different vibe. People come here to vacation more. And I found some great work ethic, in certain people, but one of the things that I had to learn in my business, I had to teach my guys what real work ethic was. Like, they did not even know that working till 9 o'clock at night was actually a good and normal thing. Like, we had to force that into our cultures and teach our guys how to work for real, right? And number 5, a lot of times, if you don't speak Spanish, man, you're going to be having a hard time because a lot of people don't speak Spanish in Florida, Miami. It's just the way it is. And I just wish I knew these 5 things. I wish I would have prepared myself. Wish I learned Spanish before I got here because it would have been much easier. Estoy aprendiendo español. As you guys can see, we're learning. But these are some of the 5 things I wish I knew about Miami in general. And if you're looking to start a business in Miami, it's a great place. I love it, but just be prepared. The distractions, be prepared for the people, be prepared for the diversity. Be prepared for the work ethic, the mugazis, and also be prepared if people don't hablas inglés. Outside of that, it's an amazing place. I love it. Made a lot of money here. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. If you love this kind of content, do me a favor. Subscribe and share this with a friend, and we'll see you guys in the next video.